Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hopefully y'all blessed. Hopefully y'all amazing. Hopefully y'all great. If you've seen this for the first time, if you've seen my channel for the first time, my name is Michael Benjamin. I'm the CEO of Consumer Ammunition Tactics, or CAT. So again, as y'all can see on the screen, we're going to be talking about Chat GPT. If you're looking at the screen, you see my USC codes, 15 USC 1681 A2 AI. So I just wanted to play around with Chat GPT. I just been putting some different laws for y'all to basically use when it comes to creating your dispute letter. And if you didn't see my previous videos on ChatGPT, I basically dropped a video where you can essentially create your own dispute letters, right? So I want to walk through that. I want to go through some laws. It's kind of dark, y'all can't even see. But yeah, I want to walk through. I'm gonna go through some of these laws just so y'all can create your dispute letter. And this is important for a number of reasons. So hold on, let me turn off this. Maybe if I turn off the light a little bit. It's bothering me. Oh, that's probably even worse. No, it's cool. All right, bet. Credit after dark. You feel me? If you know, you know. So I want to walk through it because it's gonna be powerful for y'all creating your own letters. And not only creating your own letters, but just being able to, if you have your own credit company, consumer reporting, credit reporting company or whatever, credit repair company, then it's definitely going to be powerful. This video is going to basically have the assumption that you already know about some of these consumer laws. So let me talk about some of the most popular laws. Let's talk about permissible purpose. So that's going to be 1681B number 2. So let's just test it out. Let's see what Chat GPT is talking about. Chat GPT is crazy. They just be going crazy. They be acting real bad. So write me a dispute letter. Let me not even let's have manners. You feel me? So we're gonna say, please write me a dispute letter using 15 USC 1681B number 2. If you're familiar, you know that's a permissible purpose law. So look, they already put your name, all that. Dear Sir, Madam, I'm writing, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna read it. But yeah, make sure, man, y'all, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment if y'all getting value from what I'm dropping. But we basically here to give y'all the best information in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure y'all dispute efforts are easier. So you see your name, your address, typical stuff, date, credit reporting agency name. So Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. You could cater it to the creditor if you want. Do what y'all need to do. You can say dispute of inaccurate credit information. Dear Sir, Madam, I'm writing to dispute inaccurate information on my credit report as allowed by 15 USC 1681B number 2 of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. That's very, very true, right? We gonna judge Chat GPT, right? The way they write their letters. So that very first sentence that they wrote is very true because 1681B number 2, if you know about the permissible purpose section of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it basically says that they can't publish anything on your consumer report without your written instructions. So them saying, I'm writing to dispute inaccurate information as allowed by 15 USC 1681B number 2 of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You can dispute it for that reason because you didn't give them written consent to put that on your report. I reviewed my credit report, which was obtained from your agency, and I've identified the following inaccuracies. So then put the inaccurate information. Oh, they do it nice. Incorrect amount or whatever reported by name of the furnisher creditor on with account number. Okay. Okay. I like how Chat GPT is doing it. So the way I teach people to do it, especially my mentees, I teach them to create their own letters. And anyone that's following me, I encourage you to create your own letter. But I want y'all to look at these Chat GPT videos I put out as using it as like a tool. Don't necessarily look at it like, okay, I'm gonna go copy and paste from Chat GPT and submit it. You're gonna get cooked by the e-Oscar system. You know what I'm saying? So this is why it's important to understand the FCRA on a deep level. I'm able to quote these different laws because I've been studying for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully y'all take from these videos. I'm not telling you to just copy and paste what you get from the Chat GPT. So let's continue judging Chat GPT. I request that you conduct a thorough investigation into these inaccuracies. Let's stop there. So the Fair Credit Reporting Act, if you go to congressional findings section, which is the very first section when you're reading the law, it talks about, conducting a reasonable investigation, reasonable procedures to conduct an investigation. So I like that they put that. Shout out to ChatGPT. as required by 15 USC 1681B number 2. So this is where I would edit the letter because it says I request you conduct a thorough investigation as required by 15 USC 1681B number 2. So a better law to actually substitute right there would be something as like 1681I, even like 1681E, you know, when we talk about maximum possible accuracy. But when we talk about the actual investigation, I would say 1681I is probably a better law to put right there. You know what I'm saying? So just keep in mind when you're getting these letters from Chat GPT, this is a teaching moment too. When we're doing it, right? I'm doing this on the spot. This is a teaching moment when you are doing these letters. Make sure you're not just verbatim taking what Chat GPT is saying, because Chat GPT is spitting out some good information, but you still got to make your substitutions. So it says I'm going to take the necessary steps to correct the information on my credit report. Cool. According to the FCRA, credit reporting agencies are required to provide accurate credit reports to consumers. Cool. As stated in 15 USC 1681B number 2. Again, I would substitute that because 1681B number 2 talks about permissible purpose. It's just talking about the fact that they have to have permission, right? This includes ensuring that the information being reported is correct, complete, and up to date. That's cool. I've enclosed copies of supporting documentation that verifies the inaccuracies in question. Include copies of relevant documents such as account statements, payment records, correspondence if available. That's cool and all. The biggest thing I would say, which I tell my mentees too, is you want to think about the fact that it is identity theft. When I say identity theft, I'm not talking about identity theft in the sense that your information was stolen. Identity theft in the sense that you did not provide written consent. It goes back to 1681B number 2. What's a law for identity theft? A law for identity theft is 15 USC 1681C-2, the block of information section. I might put that there and let's just see what it do because I haven't tested that out. I also request that you provide me with a written copy of the results of your investigation. That's a good practice to ask, as well as an updated and corrected copy of my credit report once investigation is complete, as required by 15 USC 1681B number 2. Again, I would substitute that with 1681IA1A because that goes back to the procedures. So this is why you can't just put in the loss and then just be like, okay, this is correct. Because a lot of what ChatGPT is saying here is correct, but they're using laws that's not necessarily the best law to be the backing for. I expect that you will take prompt action, investigate, and resolve this dispute in accordance with FCRA. Failure to comply with FCRA's requirements will result in legal remedies under federal law. So that's good. That point too, I would include the 15 USC 1681N, willful noncompliance. You could also include 15 USC 1681O, right? So just getting them for the negligence. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Sincerely, your name, your signature. Enclosures list of enclosed supporting documentation. And what I would add too, include an ID, copy of your ID, billing and all that, social security, stuff like that, just so they can't play with you when it comes to saying like stalling tactics, right? Saying that they can't identify you, that kind of thing. So I want to try, gotta have manners. Please write me a dispute letter using 15 USC 1681C-2. I'm curious if it's going to do the same type of thing. So I think it's low-key doing the same thing. So this just goes back to show you, even with AI technology, you have to know what you're talking about, right? You're not just finna pull up, write me this using this code, and then it gives you everything in the world. But I don't know. Some people might be using Chat GPT better than I'm using it. So maybe you can, but I prefer the old-fashioned way. Just customize your letters, and I think you'll get the best possible result you can get just from customizing your own letter. So Loki looks like it's putting out the same thing. So biggest recommendation I have for y'all, make sure y'all know what y'all talking about. Don't just copy these codes and just be throwing it in your damn letter. You know what I'm saying? So we could talk about like deletions and just the process of that, but typically you want to have your letter. You can go to the identity theft website as well, fill out something based off of identity theft, meaning the legal term identity theft, not that somebody stole your identity. I'm not teaching y'all to fill out, bogus police reports, that kind of thing, right? I had a mastermind with my mentees. So shout out to my mentees that's in the CAT credit, retire your 9 to 5 mentorship. So I got a mentorship. It's called Cat Credit Retire Your 9 to 5. I know most of y'all are here on, YouTube. You're not in a mentorship or whatever, but we had a mastermind. I was walking them through the secret methods that we've been using to get items deleted consistently. Part of the process is making sure that your dispute letter is on point. So I just wanted to show y'all in this quick video, what's going on with the Chat GPT. And hopefully this video added value to you. And my verdict as the person that I am that talks about consumer laws. I'm not saying, I'm not saying I'm the god of consumer laws, you know what I'm saying? But the proof is in the pudding. Y'all know I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So just as somebody that does study these laws, somebody that understands these laws, I would say ChatGPT is best used as a tool for support. Don't necessarily rely on it to write your letters entirely. So use it as a tool. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that helps. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all comment. Y'all let me know down below what types of ChatGPT videos you want me to do. If you want more ChatGPT, let me know. I got y'all. With that being said, I'm saying? I got the do rag on. I don't know if everyone in here can swim. You feel me? So I had to make sure I didn't pull up, too wavy. Make sure y'all drown. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but with that being said, y'all have a blessed one.